Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Gadigal people, and we pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, faithful Squiz Kids listeners, and welcome to another Kids vs Adults weekly news Squiz. Your chance to see who's had their listening ears on and been paying the most attention during the week that just was. I'm Amanda Bauer. All week in the Squiz Kids Today podcast, we've been bringing you the big news stories of the day, run through our kid-friendly filter to make sure you know all you need to know about the world around you. Now it's time to test how much of the week's news you have retained. Here's how it works. There'll be 5 questions for kids about the week in news and then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct wins. Simple. You ready? Let's do this. All right, kids, you go first. Here are your 5 questions. This last week saw the start of an important Muslim holiday. What is its name? That's right, Ramadan. I'll put in your episode notes a link to our shortcut all about Islam. Question number 2. We all fell in love this week with Happy, the Holstein calf. What was unusual about this little farmyard friend? Tiny clue, think about his name. Yeah, he has natural black smiley face markings on his side. Question number 3. The annual World Happiness Report was released this last week. It found that people have been kinder to strangers over the last 3 years because of what? And I'll give you a clue. 2023 minus 3. What started in 2020? Ah, yes, the COVID pandemic. It threatened our immunity, but it boosted our empathy. Question number 4. Fake reports circulated last week that one of the world's richest and most famous YouTubers had died. He is, of course, alive and well. What is his YouTube name? Well done if you knew this. It's Mr. Beast. And question number 5. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese announced the precise wording for something this week. And this something will be held to decide whether to change the Constitution to recognise First Nations people and establish an Indigenous voice to Parliament. What is the name of the thing that will be held? That's right, it's a referendum. So, how did you go, kids? How many did you get right out of 5? Do you think it's enough to beat the adults? Yeah, I reckon it probably is too. All right, adults, now it's your turn. Fire up the grey matter. Here we go. Australian women came in first and second this week in the World Cup of which winter sport? Yep, it's gymnastics in the air, aerial skiing. Congrats to world champ Danielle Scott and runner-up Laura Peel. Question number 2. Art experts announced last week a surprising theory on why Impressionist painting has a fuzzy, unrefined quality. What was the theory? Yep, it was that the haze was caused by Industrial Revolution pollution. Question number 3. We asked the kids for the name of Mr. Beast. What is this mega popular YouTuber's real name? Kids, that was a curly one. If your parents or carers got Jimmy Donaldson, they are pretty cool. Question 4. The kids were asked about the upcoming referendum on an Indigenous voice to Parliament. Australia's constitution is one of the hardest in the world to change. What has to happen in order for a referendum to pass? Yep, a majority of all Australians have to vote yes, plus a majority of people in a majority of states. Question number 5. Japanese scientists announced a major discovery last week about how life may have started on Earth. They did this after analysing samples taken from what? You betcha, an asteroid flying through space. How did you go, grown-ups? How many did you get right? Did you beat the kids? Who won bragging rights this week? If you've missed any of those cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, all of this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen on our website or wherever you get your podcasts. Well, that's all we have time for. I do hope you're enjoying these quizzes. Don't forget that we do have a new quiz dropping first thing every Saturday morning. Bryce will be back with you next week. And the best bit, they're absolutely free. Just like our other excellent content is now available for free too. We're talking Squiz Kids Shortcuts, a 10-minute deep dive on a cool range of topics, out every Monday. Squiz the World, where I get to go on an audio excursion to a different country each week. They come out every Wednesday. And for all the teachers and home educators out there, there's the Classroom Companion. Our in-house teacher, Christy, produces daily classroom activity sheets. They're curriculum aligned, they're tied to the daily podcast, and they are loads of fun. Check it all out at squizkids.com.au or simply subscribe to Squiz Kids in your favourite podcasting app. For now, this is Amanda Bauer signing off and reminding you to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.